Well, we're finally on to production or service provision, and that makes me happy because I'm kind of a production guy. So to recap what we've done so far, we've established internal and external issues, we've decided what business we're in and defined the scope of it. We've set up our processes, we've had management commitment, we've developed a quality policy, we've assessed risks and opportunities, we've established objectives for our processes, we've applied resources, including people and measurement devices and document control. We've established a set of rules for accepting orders. We've designed products and we've purchased materials and services. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to produce. Everything you need to know is basically up here in this first line. It says, the organization shall implement production and service provision under controlled conditions. There are about 9 different parts on this. This is the second half of it. The part F down here I have highlighted is kind of interesting, and we'll talk more about this later, but the rest of it, for the most part, is the kind of thing we just talked about, which is we've defined all these things up front, and now we actually have to implement. Yeah, we're going to start out with these 4 things and talk about what things on here to avoid. It's employees, processes, resources, and detection methods. Employees, you want to avoid badly educated, poorly selected, untrained, badly placed, impaired or ticked off or disengaged employees. You want to avoid processes that are obsolete, not well designed, ignored, or badly communicated. You want to avoid defective or obsolete resources that are misidentified, inefficient, inadequate, uncalibrated, or improperly maintained. And you want to avoid the bad detection methods, which are your alarms are bad, your testing is wrong, your auditing is ineffective, you don't meet your objectives, your product escapes without investigation, and you don't act on known problems. Okay, here's some Q&A. First question is, you mean the auditor can call me out if any of these things are taking place? Yes, that's the point. Well, these things happen all the time. My operation is complicated. And to this I would say, fine, then your internal control and inspection process should be doing something about it. And the auditor will check and see if that's happening. That's how you continually improve. The auditor will also audit your improvement processes. What if the auditor finds out these things are going on? That's called a finding. He or she will write you 1 or more nonconformances and you can fix them and get better. That's also the point. If they don't, then they, namely the auditor, aren't doing you any favors. We want you to be an F1 or an F2 company. By the way, I've got a video playlist out on YouTube, and you can follow this QR code to get to it. It's about why people don't do their jobs, and they're entertaining, so you might want to look at it. Yeah, we talked about production control documentation in the very beginning in 8.1, and we're talking mainly about the traveler in this case. Traveler is a to-do list that gives a list of operations and what order to do them in and what the inspections are, and that's what happens at most places. Order of operations is very important on this. It makes sure the in-process inspection happens as specified, and it provides a record for who did the work, which enables the investigation of problems. The medical device people are way ahead of you on all this. It's used to build data to see where production bottlenecks are and can give you component traceability. Traveler failure modes or production control failure modes. This is just also the tip of the iceberg. Travelers get separated from the job. Sub-processes don't have their own traveler. Travelers aren't signed off after each step. Travelers are signed off before that step happens, which is evidence of time travel. People are predicting the future. The revision number on the traveler is different from the revision number on the drawing. And that's to say you have issues with drawing control. Handwritten changes on the traveler without identification. There's more.